Back off, Susan! This ends now! You have no idea who you're messing with.
You know, I never thought my quiet little life in Willow Creek Meadows would turn into something straight out of a thriller movie. But here we are, me, Jack Thompson, just your average accountant crunching numbers from home, waking up to the nightmare of flashing lights and armed cops surrounding my house at the crack of dawn. It was 5:30 in the morning, the kind of early where the world's still wrapped in that soft gray haze, and suddenly there's this massive black tactical truck idling outside, red and blue strobes bouncing off my walls like some bad dream I couldn't shake off. My heart's pounding as I peek through the blinds, seeing these officers in full gear, rifles at the ready, moving like shadows, and all I can think is, my little girl Emily's asleep just down the hall. She's only 9. She doesn't need to wake up to this chaos. Not ever. The loudspeaker blares out, cutting through the silence like a knife. Jack Thompson, this is the police. We've got the place surrounded. Come out with your hands up, right now. My mind's racing, flipping through everything. No unpaid bills, no tickets, nothing on the guy who double-checks his taxes for fun, for crying out loud. Then it hits me, that damn ditch digger I rented yesterday to install a new irrigation line in the front yard. Just a simple project to spruce things up, keep the grass green without wasting water. But our HOA president, Susan Miller, she's had it out for me ever since I put up those quirky wind chimes in the garden, calls them eyesores, while she struts around like she owns the whole neighborhood, enforcing rules like a queen on her throne. Power trips, that's her thing, always has been, born from some deep-seated need to control everything, probably because her own life's a mess behind those perfect curtains. I slip on some jeans and a plain tee, no shoes, trying to look as harmless as possible, hands up, stepping out onto the porch into that cool morning air, lasers dancing on my chest like fireflies gone wrong. They cuff me quick, professional but firm, and I'm asking, voice steady as I can manage, what's this about? The lead officer, he's got this weary look, says, got a call about a man with a gun, digging trenches. Unstable caller said to be careful. You might shoot. Unstable? Gun. It clicks. Susan, watching me from her porch yesterday with arms crossed, that sour face like I'd personally offended her roses. They clear the house, find nothing but Emily still snoring softly, and the digger in the back. No rifle, no hostage situation, just a dad trying to fix his lawn. As they uncuff me, the sergeant pulls me aside, taps his body cam, whispers, get the 911 tape and dispatch log. File a request if it's what I think. You'll need it. Across the street, blinds snap shut, porch lights flicker, and there's Emily's night light glowing steady, my anchor in the storm. I stand there as the sun creeps up, pink and orange painting the sky, but inside I'm hollow, rage bubbling quiet and cold. Susan didn't just complain. She weaponized the cops, put my kid in danger, all because she couldn't stand someone not bowing to her petty empire. That was the spark. The moment I knew this wasn't ending with an apology. She'd declared war, and I wasn't going down without fighting smart. By the time I call my brother Mike at 6:15, my hands are still shaky, but it's not fear anymore, it's purpose, like fuel igniting. Mike's my younger sib, but always the protector, ex-military type who drives a sensible gray sedan, keeps a first aid kit handy, lives by procedure. He shows up at 7:45, backpack slung over, gives me a quick hug. You good? Emily okay? And we sit at the kitchen table with coffee, black for him, as I spill it all. The digger, Susan's glare, the raid, the hostage lie. He listens, nods, eyes calm but calculating, building a plan, assessing threats like it's his job. She crossed a line. Jack could have gotten you or a cop killed, and dragging Emily into it? Unforgivable. He's right. That chills me deepest, her twisting my daughter into her sick narrative. We don't punch back wild, he says, opening his bag. No guns, just tools. Camera, recorder, notebook, evidence bags, GPS. We build a case. Evidence over emotion, thorough, documented, unbreakable. First, the log. I jot everything. Timestamps, sightings of Susan's car, her dog wandering onto my lawn, boring details. But that's my wheelhouse. Numbers adding up. Then the birdhouse cam in the oak tree, motion activated, Wi-Fi linked, a silent watchdog on the street. We snap daily meter picks water, electric baseline data, spikes means sabotage. And we go by the book, My irrigation plan's HOA approved. No permit needed, but Mike calls 811 anyway. Gets the yard flagged with colors red electric, blue water, making us look official, third-party stamped. It's empowering, turning fear into strategy, like I'm not just reacting anymore, I'm ahead. Mike leaves with a promise to check in, and the house feels less vulnerable, rage channeled into spreadsheets, folders labeled Miller Mess. Night falls, Emily's tucked in, and I'm in the dark living room, watching the street quiet, too quiet until that faint squeak at 11:42, my side gate protesting like an old friend warning me. Text Mike, gate. He replies, camera live, stay put witness, not hero. Grainy night vision shows this guy in a hoodie, nervous glances, bolt cutters in hand, snaps the latch, slips in. Heart hammering. I see him at the back door, tries the knob, peers in, then pulls a handgun, scans with a flashlight, beam hits the digger, Emily's swing set, and bam, motion sensor chimes, red light flashes, he bolts like a scared rabbit. 3 minutes of terror, but I document. Save footage, check locks. Mike arrives stealthy, flashlight sweeping, spots a leather glove dropped, bags it with nitrile gloves, chain of custody, starts now. Then a boot print by the trench, he casts it in plaster, perfect tread. We call non-emergency, report calm. Trespass, video, items get a case number, log it at 1:28 a.m. Mike checks the water meter against afternoon pick, it's spiked, Jack distraction above, real crime below. Dawn hits, we dig at 6 o'clock, shovels in hand. Police already took our statement, skeptical without links, but that's fine, we'll provide. Yards flagged like a rainbow, official map, and there's this soggy strip veering towards Susan's pristine garden, not on any line. Meter reads 600 gallons, overnight theft, slow and sneaky, funding her award-winning blooms while I foot the bill. We excavate careful, sod squares aside, dirt rich and wet, neighbor Tom waves. Sprinkler system? Good job, by the book. Our cover holding. 2 feet down, thud blue pipe, unofficial T-joint off my main. Newer glue, heading straight to her roses. Photos galore, close-ups, with flags, ruler for scale, vindication surges. This is her secret, her greed exposed in mud. Motive? Susan's HOA, thrones built on control, but deeper. Whispers say her husband left years back, took the money, left her scraping, stealing waters, her petty revenge on the world, on guys like me who don't kneel. We call city water. Truck rolls in at 10:15. Manny and his partner, boots heavy, faces serious. Show them the tap, Manny whistles. Bold, felony level, no permit, code nightmare. Explain the feud, high readings, her green lawn in droughts, they nod. This their turf. We'll prove it, Manny says, pulls tracer dye, non-toxic green, pours it in my line pre-tap, signs the form. Turn on my hose, clear. Then, with a cop escort, to Susan, she's in yoga gear, turns her hose. Neon green gushes, staining her walkway like glowing guilt. Curtains twitch, phones out, Tom's kid yells, alien slime, laughter ripples, murmurs. Her place? No way. Manny films, officer notes, Susan at the door, face panic flicker then rage. You did this. Harassment. Slams it shut. Partner pulls logs. My usage spikes nightly, 18 months. Her zilch for her size, numbers don't lie. And her driveway? Van from Miller Plumbing. Her cousin's firm snapped the plate. Bet that's the installer, family hustle. They cap it, file reports, finds incoming, relief washes over. But Mike warns, cornered now, watch your back. Pick up Emily from school, her backpack bouncing, smile lighting my world. Daddy, we built paper-mache mountains today. Hug her tight, normalcy fragile. Then I spot Susan by the gate. Not for a kid, for me, gray suit like armor, eyes furious, stalking over as Emily grabs my hand. Mr. Thompson, she hisses, voice ice cold. You need to stop this witch hunt, you have no idea who you're messing with. I run this place. I can make your life hell. I shield Emily. Not here, Susan, this is a school, back off. But she lunges, grabs Emily's wrist hard. Tell your dad to leave me alone. Little girl, tell him. Emily cries out, fear in her eyes. Red marks blooming, primal fury rises, but I hold. Let go of my daughter. Now, teacher Ms. Rivera sprints over. Ma'am, release the child immediately. Parents film, crowd forms, Susan shoves away. Ridiculous, Just talking. Tires squeal as she flees. Kneel to Emily. You okay, sweetie? Tears streaming. Wrist angry red nurse documents. Photos. Measures at 322. Call Mike. He's tight. Doctor next. Preserve CCTV. This is assault. Doc confirms bruises. Adult grip. Report at 545 Arsenal Building. Her desperation cracking her facade. 3 days blur into command center mode. Dining table buried in files. FOIA gets the 911 audio. Susan's voice smooth. He's erratic. Trenches in the dark. Rifle worried for his daughter. Hostage maybe. Send officers. Careful. Shoot if he resists. Mike, she wanted you dead, Jack. Save it triple. Cornerstone malice. Waterproof. Photos. Report. Graph my blue line soaring. Her red flat. Trespass. Doorbell clip from neighbor Ed. Hoodie guy matching timestamps. Bolt cutter's boot cast side by side with her cousin's site photo. Tread identical. Assault. Nurse pics of reds. Doc's bruises. Ms. Rivera's statement. Principal emails. CCTV saved. PowerPoint assembles. Clean slides. Audio embedded. Visuals stark. Not vengeance. Justice. Inner storm rages. This isn't about water or rules anymore. It's her hurting Emily. Crossing into my core. The dad who'd do anything to shield his kid from bullies like Susan, whose control masks her loneliness, her fear of losing grip on the only power she has. HOA meeting that night. Clubhouse stale coffee scent. 30 neighbors fidgeting. Susan up front. Smug. Flanked by bored. Agenda drones until violations. Some residents. She eyes me. Unauthorized digs. Harassment proposed $5,000 fine on Mr. Thompson. Gasps echo her power play. I raise hand. Presentation for context? She snaps. Fine, quick. Projector hums. Audio fills. Her lies boom. Rifle. Hostage. Shoot if resists. Room freezes. Stares bore into her face. Drains white. Click. SWAT pick. False report. Felony. Click. Trench photo. Illegal tap stealing my water for her garden. Graph glows. Whispers swell. Click. Trespass video. Boot match. Her cousin. Armed intrusion. Susan screams. Lies. Doctored. But eyes on screen. Final click. Emily's wrist. Handprint bruise. And this. She grabbed my daughter at school. Threatened her. Room erupts. Shouts at Susan. Monster. Board member Lisa stands. Vote to remove her now. Hands up unanimous. Her throne crumbles. Panic sputtering. You can't. I built this. Aftermath swift. New bylaws. Transparency rules. Recordings public. Digs need 811. Disputes arbitrated fair. Neighbors pat my back. Thanks. She terrorized us too. But legal hammer falls. Detective gets our package. Nods. You did my job. DA will charge. Week later. Arrests. False report. Theft. Trespass. Assault plea deal. Fines. Service. Records shadowing them. Susan sells. New family moves and kids. Dog. Life blooming. Neighborhood heals. Tom starts a veggie patch in the common area. Families planting. Laughing my irrigation done. Grass lush. Scars faded. Emily and I plant sunflowers where we dug. Her small hands patting soil. Looks happy now, Daddy. It does. Stronger bonds. Mike my rock. Neighbors allies. But here's the thing that lingers. Makes you think. Was Susan just a bully or a product of a system letting power corrupt unchecked? Communities like ours. HOA rules meant to help. But when twisted by one person's demons, greed, loneliness, control, it poisons everything. Justice came, but at what cost? Could I have walked away earlier, or was fighting the only way? What about you? Ever dealt with a neighborhood tyrant, or been on the wrong end of false accusations? Drop a comment, share your story. Did I go too far, or was it righteous? Hit like if evidence wins over chaos. Subscribe for more real-life twists. Let's talk, because these battles shape us all.